Hello friends and welcome to the next episode of the Duel of Fatality from the Depths tournament. I am your host Morjax, and today we have MrRibena versus HerobrineofNotch. MrRibena's two ships are the Sobek and Amit, and HerobrineofNotch's are the Dreadnought and Bronze RP. So I do want to say that I had a technical difficulty, and this is actually recorded post-commentary. So it will be a little bit different. I've not done this kind of post-commentary, but the voice track for this episode was ruined, so it didn't capture, and I'm recording it after the fact. But nonetheless, I'll skip ahead here, and we can go on to the fights. Alright, we now have the ships spawned in here, and this large one you're seeing is the Dreadnought by HerobrineofNotch, and right behind it we've got the Bronze RP here, a little gunboat. Not so little, but nonetheless a gunboat. And over in the distance, the ship with the sign is the Sobek, and the ship with no sign and tons of missiles coming out is the Amit, and those are both made by MrRibena. So the missile Alpha Strike on MrRibena is absolutely, like, I can't even wrap my brain around it. It's like Lovecraftian, like indescribable missile Alpha Strike. And it seems to be that Alpha Strikes so far in the tournament have done fairly well. I love the zoom up right here because it just is so fun to watch the missiles connect home. It's probably not quite so fun for HerobrineofNotch, but you gotta admit, that is impressive. I don't know how many are there, but it looks to be about 100. And these are frag missiles, so they're blowing into the Dreadnought, right into the front. Lots of shrapnel coming out. And I think we're going to jump over and get a damage report, if memory serves. Alright, Sobek 99%, Amit 68%, Tourney DH, which is the Dreadnought, is 67%, and the Bronze RP is at 74%. So we're going to take a peek at the Amit here. It has taken a little bit of damage. Especially on the missile volley center bits there. I don't know what all's underneath there. It looks like maybe an engine. And we have AI dead on the Bronze RP. And this is, the Bronze RP is mostly just wood on top. So the Dreadnought is now at 54% and falling. It looks like there's some EMP missiles coming down. You can see the characteristic blue glow of EMPs in all their glory. And I think it won't be long now. There's a lot of damage dealt to the Dreadnought. There it is, 2 damaged. Alright, so I will load these up again. The first time around, MrRibena got spawned in first, and next fight, HerobrineofNotch will be spawned in first. My friends, we have the Sobek, which is close to us with the sign here, and the Amit, which has the missile volley. And once again, we've got the Dreadnought, which is the larger of the two ships here, made by HerobrineofNotch, and in the back is the Bronze RP. So we've got lasers coming out of the Dreadnought, and the missiles, just, they're everywhere. Now this time the Dreadnought took a little bit of an angle, and the missiles are able to take it on the side right there. And you can see as these fire off, the shrapnel, the frag cone is just devastating. And it's got to be like 100 missiles coming out of that Amit. So that is AI dead on the Dreadnought. And damage report, the Bronze RP is at 80% and falling, Sobek 100. And I didn't quite catch the Amit, but I think it's in reasonably good shape here. We got cannons and missiles and lots of stuff coming down. The Bronze RP is not heavily shielded. It is wood on top. The gun components are exposed on the turret. So it's definitely almost the definition of a glass cannon, or perhaps the better term is a wood cannon. Now looking at these missiles, the path coming down, there it is, AI dead. The path coming down on these missiles is a little bit wiggly, and I think it must be Lua missiles. Is it Lua or L-U-A? Lua? So, I've never seen missiles do that wiggly thing that, under normal circumstances, so I'm assuming that is Lua missiles. I'm also going to bring up a little bit more footage of HerobrineofNotch's Dreadnought and Bronze RP, because I want you guys to get a chance to see that a little bit more. This is a victory for MrRibena, And because HerobrineofNotch is eliminated, I want to show you a little bit more footage just so you can see the fruits of his work a bit more. I have brought in a couple of plunderers, as you can see on the left here, just as a kind of a dummy target to shoot at. And then once again, we've got the Dreadnought and Bronze RP, and we're going to take a peek at how they work. So I think the Dreadnought has, I'm zooming into the Bronze RP first. You can see the gun components are exposed here, and so it really is pretty vulnerable, low defense, high offense type of ship. So it's getting a couple of hits, receiving a couple of hits here, but the plunderers are both down to about 80% already, so very, very quick destruction. You can see the front of the plunderers here has just been snipped right off. The Dreadnought and Bronze RP have done a good job of just eliminating that whole frontal bit. So I think the Dreadnought has a couple of lasers on top. I see some lambs and a little cannon on the back as well. I'm sure I'm missing something, but it's about half underwater, which seems to work quite well in terms of preventing damage. Now, one thing I want to ask you guys, this is a little bit off topic. I'm wondering how you're enjoying the tournament so far. I'm also wondering what you think of these little post-match glimpses, so you get to see a little bit more of the ship that's been eliminated, if it was eliminated fairly fast. I personally feel like that's one thing I don't like so much about the best 2 out of 3 versus a double elimination, is that you don't get to see as much of each of the ships. So let me know what you think of this this little spot on the end. Let me know if you guys like it or dislike it or want something else. But regardless, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations, MrRibena, and condolences to HerobrineofNotch, but thank you so much for your entry. I hope you enjoyed. Do tune in next time for more From the Depths Dual Fatality Tournament. Thanks for watching, friends.